time of day. Here to start breaking down camp. It's still early morning, and it's only 7:20, but I'm not unsatisfied. I spent the night. I got a little whiny at the last night when it started raining on me. It was more out of disappointment than anything. It's like, man, rain really? I wasn't really geared for it. I didn't have like the tarp for it or anything else. Plus, I just don't like rain. I think I've made that pretty clear. So, I didn't sleep very well. I typically don't when I'm out, which is probably why I do more day trips than anything else. Because I basically laid awake most of the night. It's not like I wasn't uncomfortable. I mean, I was very comfortable. I was warm. You know, the hammock, I hung in the hammock just fine. No issues. Didn't fall, didn't roll out or anything. Which it's happened before. I'll crawl in and I just whoop, right out the other side. It's like, dang. Sleeping bag kept me nice and warm. It's Marmot Trussels 15-degree bag. Kept me very toasty. Love this bag. Sometimes I'm almost hesitant to use it because I don't want it to, wear out or get a rip or burn or something like that. Fireplace ember hits it. Bad news. They do sell more of them though, so highly recommend getting one. I've never had a cold night's sleep yet in that bag. It's fully synthetic, which I kind of prefer. Not that down isn't nice, but which is a really good bag. And when I bought it, it was on clearance, so I got lucky and I picked it up for like 85 bucks. I think for a bag of that degree is pretty decent. I always feel like I'm hearing voices. I'm sure I'm not a psychopath or a loony or a crazy person. Alright. I'm going to kill the camera while I stuff the bag into the stuff sack because I got to do it under the tarp so it'll be not on the ground. Come on, you turkey. It can be kind of a pain in the ass getting it in the stuff sack, but so while I was packing up, I was thinking about what I want to do with this camping spot, maybe long term or down the road. Because I'm fairly certain that people aren't going to come out this far. Mainly because of a couple of reasons. And as I think I said before, people, just judging solely by the trash that they carry out, they don't want to carry out their beer bottles and their soda cans and their coolers and their 6 to 8 person tents and all their food and all their stuff. So I'm fairly certain that if I come out here, I'll have the fairly sure that I'll be the only one who's going to be visiting this place. So I mean, I could be wrong. Because someone was here before me, but I think it had been a while because it didn't look disturbed. I mean, it'd be nice to build a shelter, but I don't know if I have enough materials to do so. Meaning like leaf litter and other things like that. There are, you know, these small little maple trees, but tarp. Who knows? We'll just see how it goes. I'm really happy how this table came out. I mean, it's a little uneven, but you know, so am I. So I think it's pretty good for having never made one before. I mean, it's not like I'm going for style points or anything. I think in my next outing though, I want to come out and I want to finish it. Finish the table, and then I want to do maybe a firewood rack. So that might be my next day outing. Just come out and just do the work. I'm thinking about putting the I'm thinking about building it right underneath the table here. So I bought a tarp at Harbor Freight that was cheap, so I could probably just drape it over the whole table, and then just, you know, make some stakes and just stake it down so the wind won't blow it away. So when I come out, the table will be dry, and then also the firewood will be dry. I don't know if I want to lash 2 poles across just because it was a pain. I might just put something on the ground instead and just try to get it as level as I can. Maybe use some old dead wood and just kind of set them down, and just do 2 runners across and just stack the wood up. The fire pit's only right here, so it's not too long of a walk to go get a piece of wood or 2 and throw them on the fire. Plus I won't have wood laying around. I think I gotta cut all that wood up next time I'm out here. Just get it all cut. Plus I need more wood for the table, so there's that. So something to think about. You know, thinking about it, what I'd love to build right here would be like a little cabin. That would be awesome. Because I've got enough space. It'd probably be I could probably get away with like an 8x8 or maybe a 10x10. I mean, that would be really cool. Unfortunately, it's public land, so I believe I heard it's actually not, you know, it's illegal to do that, to build a cabin, so, or build structures of a permanent nature to leave out there. I'd have to look more into it, but I believe that's what I heard. Well, because they don't want to promote squatters or gypsies from setting up and just being out here long term. Yeah, when you're out here for months at a time, it's like no one else can use the camp spot because you're you're kind of hogging it, and it's not really fair to the others. So, although I wouldn't have a problem with someone using the cabin, I mean, I'd want to put a lock on it, but unless it was like an open, kind of like you'd see on like large hiking trails, they have those big open like. It looks like a lean-to, but the sides are filled in and the back too. I don't know what they're called, but that would be kind of cool. Oh, it's a good hammock spot though. It's a really good hammock spot. Of course, that's a lot of trees to cut down, a lot of lumber to haul out here, but I don't know. That might be a little too far-fetched. It's not really even good for a tent though, because it's kind of uneven. Although I suppose you could make it work, but or maybe like a little one-man tent. I'm slowly getting there. Went out and shot some B-roll. Did a shout-out video to the Common Sense Camper just now. Good dude. Real good dude. Gonna find out about these morels when I get home. If they're actually edible, I'm gonna cook them up for lunch. So. But fear not, if I come back out again, I'm gonna come out with the intention of cooking them. So, hope I'm not cutting my head off. And guess I'll start packing up. When I got here, I cleaned up a bunch of litter. So when I went to check on the car last night, someone or something just scattered everything all over the place. It's like, you cheeky little jerk. Probably an animal. I can't see why a person would do that. Unless they're an a-hole. But I didn't, I left the bag sitting on the, on this wooden, like, stump over there. Leave that for last. Everything's going to be a lot lighter packing it out because I don't have any food, I don't have any water, so pretty much used everything I had on this trip, I think. Except for the first aid kit. I guess I didn't use this. I actually brought this. I drank it on my way out here. I was going to use it to collect water in because I brought the Sawyer Mini. But I'm actually going to leave this here. Not intentionally leaving garbage. Excuse me. But I'm going to use it next time for water collecting. So, look at all these morales are sitting here. They're kind of breaking apart on me. They all fit for one. So, but there's some more actually growing over there. So I will be able to pick more for next time. Get them cooked up. That's about it. Oh, I forgot to pack the chair. Alright. I'm not leaving that out here. That's for sure. Alright, well, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.